Namaste, I'm Archana. This is the how-to for Kandarasana, also sometimes referred to as Setu Bandhasana or the bridge pose. So we will be doing it with a couple of variations, and the variation that I am using is a block. Instead of a block, you can always roll up a bed sheet or use a bolster as well to support the lower hip, the lower back and the hip as well. So let's get started. Lie down on your back. Place the feet as close to the hips as possible. Your thighs are parallel. You can wrap your ankle if possible and using that to lift up. First I will show the easy variation using a block. So I'm just going to lift and place the block below my hips. You can see automatically I'm almost halfway into the pose. My hips are lifted. If you want to intensify this, you can stack another block. Inhaling and lifting, and in pose, you can see now I can approach the bind as well. This is like the complete Setu Bandhasana. The chest is also moving towards the chin. The legs are parallel, and I can stay in this pose for a minute and a half. Because we are doing it supported, this almost becomes an in-style pose or a restorative or a yoga pose with prop. And to reap the benefit of this, it's best if you can stay here for a minute or more. So this is one way of getting into Kandarasana. Now I'm going to remove the blocks, lifting up, removing the blocks aside. Now if you don't want to do with the blocks and you want to do it dynamically, there are a lot of exercises where people just lift up and down, making it dynamic. Keep the feet closer to your hips, arms by the side. Inhale, exhale completely. Inhale, lift the hips, chest moving towards the chin. You can interlock the fingers using the shoulders away from the neck, using that to lift the hips further high, moving the chest towards the chin. Stay here, ensure your thighs remain parallel, they are not opening out, keeping the knees active. And exhale, slowly bring the hips down. Now I did this with the finger bind. You can always hold the ankles if that's within your reach, and you can lift up and stay there and release. So many of them do this very dynamically, inhaling up, exhaling down. This is also a good exercise that you can practice. The one that I prefer is the yin version, because that way I get to stay in this pose for a longer time, and because of the knee problem that I have, too much of extension by myself doesn't work. So I use the block and I reap the benefits of this asana. So let's roll to the right and sit up. So that was Kandarasana, Setu Bandhasana or the bridge pose. It could be done using blocks and held for longer. You could do it dynamically. You could wrap the arms and use the strength of the shoulders to lift further up, squeezing your buttocks and extending your upper thigh as well. Keeping the thighs parallel is the most crucial, otherwise you are losing the benefits of the asana. So this again, very good back bend, core burner, because you're lifting your hip and squeezing your buttocks and activating your entire upper body. There is a throat lock, which is also known as the Jalandhara Bandha, where your chest moves up and your chin is pushing into the chest. So thereby helps work even your thyroid glands as well. One pose, multiple benefits, isn't it? But please do exercise caution while you're doing it. If you have high BP, if you're a heart patient, I would strongly recommend using blocks or bolsters. Or if you have any sort of vertigo or any other sort of sickness or acid reflexes, then I would recommend you just do it with a block on the lower variation, not the full variation. Hope this was useful. Namaste.